And I'm still with Mr. Emeka Nwokolo. He is a Nigerian based in the United States of America, and he's sharing his experiences with us, telling us what life is like outside the country. Yeah. So good to have you still.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's talk about you.
Okay.
I remember those days at Unizik FM. You were one of our best newscasters.
Sure.
You know, you should hear Emeka reading. I wish I can give you something to read now so you can take me back to those times. Yeah, sincerely. So we had great times. Before we came on set, you were still reminding me about one competition that we went for in Oka, and the things that happened then, the prices
the
were going
experience and everything.
Yeah, so those memories and all that. Do you wish you can go back to your days as a newscaster? Yeah, do you wish for that?
Well, with what I am right now, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So from where you stand right now, it's not about reading news, it's not about casting news, it's about going for the money.
Well, when I was in Nigeria, I had the passion, but there was no motivation. So, but abroad, I was an art student here. I graduated from English, the Department of English Language and Literature, and then it's really hard to switch. Because when I got abroad, they didn't even recognize my certificate. It was like, what is this, you know? And coming from Africa, they were like, you have to start all over again. And when I was in the United States, I was kind of, making, inquiries about how to hit it big, genuinely, without allowing the society or people to influence you to go into fraud or do some kind of dubious things to make money. And I was like, well, I had a lot of options, and I decided to delve into, nursing. I decided to go into nursing, and I started with that's what they call prerequisites. You have to do it. I went to a community college, and from there, I was working at night and going to school during the day. It wasn't really easy. And by God's grace, I graduated and I was certified, and I started working. And I wouldn't say I'm making a lot of money, but at least I'll say I'm comfortable.
Well, before we got in here, you told someone out there that you're a nurse. I didn't believe it, but now I do, because you've said it on set. Now, so you're telling us that you're a fulfilled nurse, even though what you've always wanted to do was
broadcasting, because that's my passion. But with what's going on in the country right now, there's no motivation, no encouragement.
But we do have people in CNN. You're in America. I would have thought that you would have aspired to be there.
Well, I just came from Nigeria, and I have this Nigerian accent. Okay. So before you can go on CNN, you have to work on your accent to be.
Yes.
So it's a very long process. So
the easier way out.
I don't think I'm very patient for that. So.
Okay, so the best thing you just advise yourself by yourself.
Yes. And decided to do, what's right for me.
Okay.
And and that was what I decided to go into. But I think later in the future, I might decide,
to have your own show, I'm doing the Lights TV show.
I mean, I would like to have my own show, but I might have, I would like to go into broadcasting.
Okay.
And, just do something, but right now I'm not sure.
Who was your mentor then? Sarah Stover?
No.
Who?
My mentor then was Ifenyinwa.
Oh my God!
No, I'm being honest with you.
Oh, really?
Ifenyinwa and Enjispak. Ifenyinwa Rono. Enjispak. And then my humble manager then, she was really nice. She gave me the platform to, do whatever I want to do, to discover myself. And, so she really did a lot in my life. But that's by the way. But for right now, I'm just a nurse.
Sometimes I speak to people who've been outside the country maybe for 2 days or 3 days, and the accents change like overnight. But Emeka is still sounding every inch the Emeka I used to know. Why didn't you change?
Well, Emeka, my mother would always tell me that I always like to be myself, and I don't need to come back to Nigeria and start forming, because I want you to notice that I came back from the United States. See what I mean? So I'm just being myself. It's natural. It's what I want to be. So I just want to be myself. I'm a Nigerian, I'm African, and that's it.
Now tell us about the community feeling in America, especially with this clamp down on immigration and all of that. What's the general feel being a Nigerian there?
Well, I would say I'm proud to be a Nigerian, and also I would say I'm proud to be an American because I live there.
Okay.
And the clampdown on immigration, it depends, because my president in the United States, he's trying to, work on the immigration, and he said he called it immigration reform, where people can come into the country legally, because a lot of people come through Mexico illegally, and for him they bring in drugs, they bring in a lot of stuff into the country.
You said for him, isn't that what it is?
Well, a lot of people are against the idea, that anybody can come into the United States, like the Democrats and the Republicans. They are two different parties. So Democrats believe that it's the right to come into the country, and then at least listen to them. They have access to seek asylum and stuff like that. But the president said no. He wants to come legally, and we don't want people to come into this country anyhow. We want people that have something to offer. Because I know a lot of Mexicans that will come into the country. They will just give birth to like 10 kids within 5 years. They will take government grants, take this, blah, 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 blah. And we that are the American taxpayers, they are ripping us
off.
And it's our sweat that they're using to take care of those kids. So to an extent, what the president is doing is right. But I know if someone listens to this, they'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the truth. And really, when he was coming, there was this slogan. He said, I want to make America great again. And he's really, really doing a good job. But the problem I have with Donald Trump is that he don't really know how to talk, and he don't know how to address things. But believe me, he's doing a good job.
Okay, so you believe that if he can be a bit more diplomatic and maybe use the right words on Twitter and not respond to everyone.
Yes, he mustn't respond to everything.
Okay.
And then I think he'll be one of the best presidents America have ever had.
Back home.
Okay.
Do you plan to ever come back to Nigeria and stay?
Well, I might build in my house, of course.
Oh. Okay, so, but with all that has been happening, recently we heard that the president's hometown is even under siege and all that. Do you feel safe being in Nigeria at this time?
Well, I must be honest with you, Ify, I'm not really safe. And that's why sometimes, like my cousins, they will tell you, I will just put on a short knicker, bathroom slippers, and just... I don't know, what the hell? I'm being honest with you. No security, nothing.
More like these guys here.
Yes, I just want to be myself, We just crossed the bridge. There was a guy that saw me and said, hey, Raphael, you just came back from the US, and Emeka, what's up? What's going on? I just said, I just want to be myself.
He may think you were deported. Oh my God.
But I'm just being very, very, very careful.
Yes, right.
To avoid people coming. A lot of people come back from India, Malaysia. They show themselves.
Yes, with exotic cars.
Exotic cars, people to know that you're back. I don't do that. I don't think that's necessary. I just want to be myself, enjoy life, and I still want to stick to my friends. My good old friends.
Yes.
They were around me, when I left, and I don't want to come back and say, oh, they're not my level. What's this? Let me make new friends. No, I don't do that. I'm just being myself. I'm as simple can be.
Okay, so now there's also this wave of cultism, drug abuse among Nigerian youths. It wasn't like that at the time you left. I think with the economic situation, the downturn and all that, there's been a lot of changes. What do you have to say to the young people who are caught in the middle of this? Remember as well that there's been this upsurge in the rate of suicide among young people in Nigeria.
I think I would attribute that to frustration. Because most Nigerian youths, most of them, I know a lot of guys that graduated. There was a friend of mine that graduated first class at Ibarium, and he got a job of about 30,000 naira a month. That's really frustrating. The investment, the time and everything, and then you graduate and then you get a job for about 30,000, not even up to $100 a month. You see what I'm saying? So frustration contributes to these people going into drugs because they think that that's like that's the way out. But it's really, really disheartening when you see a youth, aspiring youth that has full of life, with a great future, going into drugs, drinking, smoking at that very young age. It's, the frustration. When I talk to them, I say the government, the government is not being fair. They're not getting the fair share of the national cake or stuff like that. So I believe the government they have a major role to play, to make sure, like youth empowerment.
Yes.
But when talking about youth empowerment, how does it get to the grassroots? How does it get to these people? Because I believe that this youth empowerment, if there's any money that they want to invest on the youth or stuff like that, on the Mamadu, it won't get to you. That's why Nigeria is not working. I'm sorry to say this. They have to get to the grassroots. They have to get in touch with every single youth. Because when I'm back home and I watch YouTube and see what a lot of Nigerians are doing, Nigerians are multi-talented. They have a lot. But the government and the situation in this country, it's making it really, really hard for them to explore and kind of, achieve their dreams.
Okay.
In entertainment, I think Nigeria is one of the best in Africa. I have a lot of friends in Kenya, some in Ethiopia. They watch Nigerian movies. They do Nigerian music, they love it. But the government is not really, really helping matters at all. So that's where the problem is.
Okay. Now, a lot has happened as well when it comes to youth empowerment, especially in Anambra State.
Okay.
So, and we are hoping that much more will happen as we go along. So, another issue that I would also want for us to talk about is that of the system. You spoke about your friend who earns 30,000 on a job even when he graduated with a first class. Of course, my own story is not different from that, when I was starting my journey.
Okay.
So do you think that some of these things happen and it's only a phase, and if only people can maybe persevere, learn lessons, learn skills, even take initiative? Now we have the internet, YouTube is there for people to leverage and even sell their skills and talents on the internet. Don't you think that that's another window that very talented young people can explore? Must it boil down to the government every time?
Most youths, when you talk about internet, when you bring about internet to them or talking about internet, what comes to their mind is fraud. They don't have that patience to go on the internet to explore and do whatever they want to do, and stuff like that. They just want to hit big and be rich. That's what they're after. And somehow it's really, really disheartening when I hear you tell me that going to school is a scam. There was a time it was like a trend in Nigeria.
Yeah, school is a scam.
They say school is a scam. Stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell? And then a lot of people are, kind of getting used to Yahoo. You see your friend balling, you see your friend changing cars, changing clothes, putting on gold chains and stuff like that. You want to be like them. You see what I'm saying? You want to be like them. You'll be like, what did you do to get to this level you are right now, So, and then the government came, I still call on the government. I still, base my frustration on the government because Nigeria is rich. I think it's one of the richest nations in the world. We have money, but we don't utilize the money well. And the youths of this country are the future of Nigeria. Whereby our youths are wallowing in prison, they want to leave the country, they want to go out and, imagine some boys traveling to India, so even going to Chad, Togo. Nigeria is better than these countries. But because they're not presented with opportunities, they just decide to leave. And most of them are not even exposed, they're not even informed. I always tell my friend, I say, direction is better than speed. You want to make it fast, but me that don't do direction, I can get to my destination easily. But you that is flying, you want to, speed and you are speeding and stuff like that, I will get to my direction and I'll be relaxing and you're still finding your way. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying in essence is that utilizing the internet, and again the network here is even a problem. I was telling my cousin that in America, type anything, it's as
speed of light here.
Oh my God, it's very fast. But here it will be loading. So the platform, as in, they don't have the equipment, they don't have, they really, that's why I'm also insisting that the government they have a lot to do.
Okay.
to make sure
make
that
life easier. So you do agree that it's difficult to live in Nigeria,
Sometimes I used to ask myself questions. I'll be like, did I actually live in this country for more than 20-something years of my life?
Wow.
Yes. Because when I went out and I came back, I started getting irritated and frustrated by what's going on. The other day I went to my house and then I was about to cross the road. I actually thought I was in America because I was just on my phone. In America, the cars, they'll wait for you to cross.
Okay.
They're not always in a hurry. So I was like crossing. I thought I was in America. My mind was just, And then my uncle was like, Emeka Nwokolo, Nigeria. Okay, across, and the car almost knocked me down.
Are you for real?
I'm being honest with you, that man say.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was in America. So a lot of things, steady power supply. The life abroad, to me, it's better. There was a guy in Onitsha, he's a businessman. He said, Nigerian government, don't give us money, don't give us job, just give us steady power supply.
And we'll be fine, yeah?
And we'll make a lot of money. Because by the time you want to start a company, you want to start something, and then you start thinking about lights, you think about getting a gen set, diesel and stuff like that. And it even makes things even expensive. Because you have to add those expenses that you're spending on the gen, the diesel, and the rest of them, and then you make things skyrocket.
Okay.
So the Nigerian government can try to give them lights, because in America, when I mean steady power supply, it's steady.
Wow.
How about low current or full current? They don't know what it is. So if the Nigerian government can be able to provide electricity for the people, I think Nigeria, at least there will be a shift, and then people will start doing something and start making things out of their lives and be responsible in society.
Okay, quick one. I'm sure you would like to do shout outs to certain people, possibly a message to those who are volunteer staff of Unizik FM like you were,
Okay.
Sometimes. So what would you say to some of these people? If you would want to mention names, the ball is in your court.
Well, I'll start by shouting out to my mom. She has been a source of inspiration to me. And then if he's already here, I don't think I need to shout out to him.
Yeah, I can hear your shouts.
If you be, she really, really tried. She did a lot to make me what I am in terms of the broadcasting, industry and stuff like that. And then also to Angie Sparko, she has been a very nice person, and I looked up to her then. And then Okunna.
Yeah,
Professor Kunna, and then Professor Keto Menoga, she was like a mother to me then, and these people are, I look up to them and aspire to be whatever they are today. And also to my little cousins that are always giving me problems, Figo and Uche, there are a lot of, so, and also my brothers and sisters and to the youths. And
what of the volunteer staff of Unizik FM that are presently doing what you did passionately many years ago?
Echo, Ikoski, Chibuzo.
They are staff now, though.
Oh, really?
Yes, Echo, Ikoski are staff of the station, and of course, I think Ikoski is a staff of the university, and Echo is a staff of the FM.
Okay.
Chibuzo is a staff of ABS.
Now. So I don't really know who are those people that I don't really know.
They may be faceless, but I'm sure that this message will trickle down to them.
Okay. I want to use this opportunity to say, do what you know that is good. Do whatever that makes you happy, because I know you're doing what you know how to do best, and by God's grace, you will get there. Your dreams will definitely come to pass, and we'll all celebrate and be happy.
That's
because
right.
I believe we're still a very big happy family, and I can never forget Unizik FM.
That's right. You remember Hygienist is now
in the UK.
living his dreams as well.
In London.
Yes, there's no limit to the possibilities that anyone who really works hard and who really takes to their passion can achieve. Thank you so much, Mr. Emeka Nwokolo, for coming on the Light TV show. I wouldn't say you came on the Light TV. The Light TV show
came to me.
So we appreciate your time, and we hope that the next time you're in Nigeria, we can catch up with you.
Absolutely.
Possibly in Aso Rock. Who knows? And we'll come there.
It's possible. Or even in America.
Yes,
Who
that's
knows?
right. Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you as well for watching. The next time on the Light TV show, definitely will always bring you the right things. We'll keep promoting views and projecting values. I am Ife Aronokafo. Thank you so much for being part of this. Special thanks to Prince Wisdom and everyone else who works behind the scene. Have a great time. This is the